Hey, what's up guys, Henreeneo here. It's the second month of the year and we're gradually returning to smartphone season. This is when we have a lot of smartphone releases and basically give you a ton of unboxings and reviews. This video is my unboxing of the Gionee S8s, Gionee's first smartphone with a notch and also the first smartphone release for the 2019 calendar. This is an entry-level to mid-range device, so it's competing with the likes of the Infinix Hot S3X, the Tecno Camon 11 and the Infinix Hot 6X. Before we begin, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos like this one, and let's get started. The Gionee S8s comes in a pearl white box that looks quite nice. Opening the box, you're presented with the phone on the top, and let's set this aside and take a deeper look into the box. Next thing we're presented with is a screen protector. This is a tempered glass, so it should offer some real protection to your screen. Next up, we have a transparent silicone case. Underneath all this, we have the 5-volt travel charging adapter, a USB-C to USB-A charging cable, a pair of earphones, a 3000 mAh battery. Wow, meaning this phone has a removable back cover. We'll get to that later. Quite interesting. It's been a while I saw phones with removable back covers. Finally, we have the usual documentations. Let's take a look at the Gionee S8s. There seems to be a screen protector already applied, which is a nice touch. This means you have two screen protectors on this phone right from the box, although the one on the screen right now is more of a film protector. First impressions, this phone looks good, and I should let you know it's made of plastic all through. It's also very compact and should be perfect for one-handed use without the need for too much hand gymnastics. The back cover is of a glossy plastic finish and is bound to be a fingerprint magnet. Well, let's slot in the 3000 mAh battery and walk through the physical features and specifications of this device. There's a 13 megapixel and 5 megapixel dual camera setup with flash at the back of the device. There's also a fingerprint scanner at the center of the back plate. Power and volume buttons are on the right of the phone, and we have a speaker grills, a USB-C port and a microphone hole at the bottom of the device. A 3.5mm headphone jack at the top, and you have nothing to the left of the device. You may have noticed, however, that there is not a SIM tray anywhere here. Well, that's because they're hidden underneath the removable plastic back cover. In here we have 2 nano SIM slots and a tray for expandable storage, which can take up to 128 gigabytes of storage. Up front we have a 5.8-inch HD plus IPS display panel at an aspect ratio of 19:9, and this display comes with the notch. Some of you hate this and some of you like it. Me, well, I've gotten used to it. So in that notch you'd find the earpiece, your ambient light sensors, and the front-facing 8 megapixel selfie camera. This is a very decent smartphone for what it is. Gionee has strategically positioned this device to compete with several other smartphones with similar specs, and I'm talking about the Infinix Hot 6X and S3X, and also the Tecno Camon 11. These phones have very similar specs, but what really differentiates them is the price. The Gionee S8s goes for 45,500 naira and comes with the following specifications. You have a 32GB internal storage, you have 3GB of RAM, 3000 mAh battery, 4G LTE connectivity, Bluetooth 5.0 for even better Bluetooth range and quality, and this is especially great if you use wireless earphones. We have an octa-core MediaTek 6765 CPU with a PowerVR Rogue GE8320 GPU. And hear this device comes with Android 9.0 loaded out of the box. And the great thing about this is that it's basically stock Android out of the box. It's completely smooth, and I'm quite impressed with Gionee going this route. Not very many phones at this price range comes with a USB-C port and Android 9.0 out of the box. In fact, many of them never get upgraded to the latest version of Android. Now, my experience using this device is good. It loaded and handled most apps well, although they were a bit slow in loading, but you can attribute this to the fact that the device uses a not so great chip. It's an entry-level device, so yeah, that's what it is. But besides that, this phone's ROM is quite good. You've got smooth animations and a recent card that's honestly better than what you have on the Pixel 3's launcher. Some things I would have loved to see, however, in this launcher is having a Google feed at the leftmost screen of the launcher and also having rounded icons. I would also love to see more controls in the launcher settings, but honestly I'm pleased with the software on this device. It almost seems like something pulled from a custom ROM of XDA developers. Video on the Gionee S8s was okay and viewing angles were fine. You're capped at 720p videos on YouTube and other web platforms. Colors are decent, but don't expect to get very deep blacks on this device, seeing that the panel isn't an OLED panel. Performance of the S8s is average, so you get smooth gameplay without stuttering, thanks to the PowerVR Rogue 8320 GPU and the 3GB of RAM. All the games I played ran smoothly and I had no issues whatsoever. I however experienced some stuttering while scrolling through YouTube, but that happened only once, and since then the phone has been performing smoothly. Geekbench Scores for the Gionee S8s was at 755 for single core and 3662 for multi-core, putting this device at par with devices like the Xiaomi Mi 5. Let's talk about the cameras for a bit. The 13 and 5 megapixel rear cameras are decent. Again, the photos I took in well-lit environments were quite good, giving quite good color balances, but you could see that the highlights in the sky, so every time I took a picture of the sky, the highlights are quite blown out, so you don't see any detail. It's all just white. You won't be getting very detailed photos from this camera, but your results will be okay for Instagram and the likes. I was mostly disappointed with photos from the front-facing camera. They hardly had any details and were really disappointing in low light situations. So what are my thoughts on this device? Well, if you miss the days of being able to easily remove your battery to reset your phone, or just simply slot in a second battery to continue your day, this phone gives you that experience all over. If you want a stock Android device with the smoothness of stock Android, then this is a device you should take a look at. If you want a dirt cheap Android 9.0 USB-C dual camera stock Android device, the Gionee S8s should meet your needs. I am utterly impressed with what Gionee has done here, and this phone goes for just 45,500 naira. Compared to other devices like I mentioned earlier, you can tell what the differences in the prices are for giving you very similar specifications. Thanks for watching this video. That was my unboxing and initial impressions of the Gionee S8s. Gionee's first smartphone for the year, and it's quite brilliant. I'm really impressed with what Gionee has done with this device. I really wish that the battery could be a bit higher, but it is what it is. So if you have any questions about this device, please leave them in the comment section below. And again, if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell icon so you're notified when I put up new videos. Till I come your way again next week, stay cool and peace.